Hello there, it's Juliana Michaels and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing holiday seasonal maker station ideas. Basically what it is just some ideas on how to organize and store your holiday making supplies so that you can keep them all together and they're ready to go when you're ready to craft for that holiday. The ideas I'm going to be sharing are mostly Halloween and Christmas, but obviously you can switch out and use these ideas for any holiday that you like to make for. As always, if you're interested in any of the products shown in this video, you can find links to them in the description box below. When you shop through those links, you're supporting me at no extra cost to you, and I really appreciate that support so very much. So to start off with here, I've got the Scrapbookcom 2-tier XL Stash-n-Stow. Now this is a new storage unit from Scrapbookcom. It's very similar to their Stash-n-Stow organizer that was the 4-tier. This one is just much larger. As you can see, it barely even fits in the video frame here. But it measures 14.5 inches long and it's 10.5 inches wide and then 7 3/4 inches tall. And it's got 2 stackable trays, just like the 4-tier one, but this one has 2, and they stack and lock together. And then the top has a lid with a handle. And then inside, there is so much room to store so much good stuff. So let me just give you a few ideas on how I'm using to store my Tim Holtz Halloween ideology. So the bottom tray is just a big, large open tray, and there is room for so much stuff in here. I've got paper dolls, chipboard, all the different kinds of ephemera and pieces, sticker books, and all that. One of the things that I absolutely love about this new size storage unit is that the paper pads fit in here, and they also will hold the Scrapbook.com's large envelope, and I like to use these to store my papers once I open the package, because I usually end up ripping the plastic that they're in, and then I can put them in here and keep them safe from getting bent. It's also large enough to hold like a little paper sleeve like this if you want to use something like that to store your scrap papers. Any kind of collage paper and washi tape fit in here. I also like to use these 4x6 craft cases to store the embellishment. So a lot of times I'll use these once I open the packaging, because again, I usually end up ripping the plastic, and then just use that to hold those various pieces, but also you can, just put the packages in and keep them in here as well. So again, this will hold a ton of stuff. And at this point, even with all this in here, it's still not totally full. You've still got room for a little bit more to fit in here on this tray. Another great thing that works with these is the stack and sort trays. These are actually the lids to this Scrapbook.com storage bins that I like to use for storage throughout my craft room, and I have a lot of extra lids because I don't use the lids on the bins. You can also buy these separately, but they come in a frost color, so you can see through them, which might be super helpful in this storage container because you could see a little bit better through what's in there. And then as far as the top tier, it has removable trays that are divided, and as you can see, will hold a ton of trinkety bits, as Tim likes to call them, but you've got plenty of room to put all the different kinds of ideology pieces that you might have in your collection, and then have them ready to go for your crafting adventures. Another option for some storage inside these trays is also like the large and even the mini embellishment jars from Scrapbook.com. Here I'm using them just to kind of keep together some of the smaller embellishments. But again, just loads of space to store and organize your Tim Holtz seasonal ideology. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that this does fit in the IKEA Kallax unit. And just a little added bonus for you, All 72 Tim Holtz Distress ink pads will fit in one of the trays. So if you wanted, you could remove the divided compartments and store your distress inks in the top tray and your distress oxide inks in the bottom tray. Another storage option is the 4-tier Stash-n-Stow organizer from Scrapbook.com, and I've shared about this before in a video on the Scrapbook.com YouTube channel, but it is another great way to store your seasonal products. So this unit has 4 stackable trays that all lock together, and then there's a lid, of course, and then inside there are 2 trays that are wide open, and then 2 that have the divided compartments. And again, the large and small embellishment jars from Scrapbook.com are a great option for storing some of the trinkety bits. So the overall size of this is 9 3/4 inch tall, 7 inch wide, and 10 3/4 inch long. And again, the lids from the storage bins or the stack and sort trays fit in here nicely if you want to store any of the embellishments like that. And then you can also fit the 4x6 craft cases in here as well. So just a few more options on how you can compartmentalize and store your making projects. Another seasonal maker station option is the Stadium Organizer from Scrapbook.com. Again, it is quite large and it is 13 inches wide by 11 inches deep. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that this does fit in the IKEA Kallax unit. It's got a variety of divided sections that will hold so many things. I've got stamp sets, dies, I've got some storage cases filled with ideology paper dolls and such. You can also put in your papers, stickers, any kind of embellishments that you might have. There's room for stencils, washi tape, any kind of ideology pieces. The little storage jars again could be used in here. This is made from a heavy duty thick gray board that has like a white glossy paper over it. So I've had this one for several years now and have been using it on a regular basis, and it's held up really well. Now, if you don't have a ton of supplies or products, you might just even consider using these storage bins from Scrapbook.com. Here I've got it holding some of the Halloween dies and embossing folders, stencils, and stamps all together. And then you've still got room, like if you wanted to add in like some distress sprays or spritzes or any other kind of mediums maybe that you want to remember to use, like the black paste or crypt paste or anything like that. So again, these are great little organizers, and these are the ones that I mentioned earlier that come with a lid, and then I use the lid as a tray, and then I've got this bin to store and organize my supplies. Now, if you're just looking to organize your holiday stamps, the medium envelope organizer from Scrapbook.com is perfect for that. It was originally designed to hold their medium-sized envelopes, but I found that it perfectly holds the Tim Holtz stamps. So you can fit about 20 stamps in each of these sections, so a total of 40 stamps can be held in this one unit and still have the ability to flip through and look for and find your stamps. This unit is 9 1/4 inches wide by 12 1/2 inches long, and again does fit into the IKEA Kallax unit. Another option for storage, if you've just got lots of holiday dies that you want to organize, is this small envelope organizer from Scrapbook.com. The small envelope organizer is 6 inches wide and 12 1/2 inches long, and then about 4 inches tall. So again, it will fit in the IKEA Kallax unit. It's got 2 compartments, and it will hold 25 dies easily in one compartment. You could probably fit a couple more, but that still gives you room to flip through and look at them. It will also hold any of the Biggs dies and the embossing folders perfectly. So again, another great storage option for your holiday crafting. Well, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of these various ideas for how to set up your own seasonal storage making station, as well as some ideas for how to store your seasonal and holiday crafting supplies. Depending on what sort of supplies you have, you're sure to find some ideas that will work for you and your crafting needs and space. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can join me on a more regular basis. Hit the like if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to join me on my other social media platforms, you can find the links to those in the description box below. Also, feel free to leave me a comment if you have any questions or if there's something you'd love to share with me and our community. I'll see you in the comments below and in the next video. Until next time, stay crafty, my friend.